These head-scratchers are all but guaranteed to have you checking out a wiki. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we'll be counting down our picks for another top 10 hardest video game puzzles. For more gaming videos, check out our new spin-off channel, Mojo Plays, for in-depth reviews, thoughtful video essays, detailed character origins, and insightful commentary. Mojo Plays, games smarter. For this list, we'll be looking at obtuse, challenging, and occasionally illogical puzzles in video games. Also, be sure to check out our original list of gaming's most confusing conundrums. Number 10, Lieutenant Surge's Power Switches, Pokémon Red and Blue. Gotta press them all. In the first entry in Nintendo's earth-shatteringly popular franchise, your job is to become the very best like no one ever was. Standing in your way are 8 tough gym leaders, including the electricity-based Lieutenant Surge. While Surge is no pushover, getting to him is the big pain, as you have to press 2 buttons that are randomly located in one of the many trash cans around a room. If you get one of them wrong, the switches just relocate, turning the puzzle into tedious trial and error. It's too bad you just can't get Pikachu to sort out the gym's power. Number 9, Naga Sadow's Tomb, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. It'd take someone as wise as Yoda to get through this one on the first try. While exploring the tomb of the ancient Sith Lord Naga Sadow, the player character and their party must face many dangers, like terrifying and violent beasts and dastardly traps. But the tomb's most diabolical secret is a ring puzzle. To open the tomb, you need to transfer 4 rings of power from one pillar to another, but only the rings highest on their respective pillars can be moved, and you can't move one ring above a ring in a higher position. So the rules are kind of simple, but the solution requires forethought and the patience of a Jedi. Number 8, Rotating Road Sign, Grim Fandango. It's really easy to get lost in these woods. The cult classic adventure game directed by Tim Schafer contains plenty of his trademark humor. Unfortunately, it also contains his penchant for nonsensical solutions to what should be simple problems. Early on, protagonist Manny finds himself lost in the petrified forest. He's carrying a road sign, and every time he puts it down, it points in a new direction. Obviously, it's pointing in the direction you need to go, right? Nope. It's actually pointing to where you need to place the sign itself, which then activates a secret passage. You'll most likely be as dead as Manny before you figure this one out.
Loteria.
Number 7, Myahm Agana Apparatus, Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild. There's no fate more terrible than having to solve a puzzle with janky motion controls. In one of the countless shrines in Nintendo's massive open-world adventure, Link is forced to take a break from exploring, fighting, and horseback riding to solve what should be a fast and simple puzzle involving navigating a ball through a maze. But the forced motion controls turn the would-be exercise in precision into an exercise in frustration, as the slightest move will send the ball into a bottomless pit. Luckily, there is technically an easier solution. All you have to do is think outside the box. Or in this case, outside the maze. Number 6, Hypnotize the Monkey, Monkey Island 2, LeChuck's Revenge.
Excuse me.
Yeah, boy?
Largo Legrand has left Scab Island for good.
He may fight like a dairy farmer, but he solves puzzles like a pro. In the sequel to the original LucasArts cult classic, affable pirate Guybrush Threepwood comes across a waterfall that can be turned off with a pump. To work the pump, Guybrush needs a wrench. Nothing a quick trip to the local hardware store can't solve, right? Except instead, Guybrush needs to find a piano-playing monkey, stick a banana in the monkey's time-keeping metronome, and then steal the hypnotized monkey to use the poor simian as a wrench. Get it? It's a monkey wrench. Tee-hee. Hey, did we mention that Tim Schafer also worked on this game? Number 5, Chapter 10, Hotel Dusk, Room 215. For a salesman, former detective Kyle Hyde sure gets into a lot of trouble. In this noir-themed visual novel, the game's last chapter also fittingly involves one of its toughest and most nerve-wracking puzzles. Trapped in an airtight room and quickly running out of air, Kyle must boot up an old computer. Armed with only his wits, a pencil, a nail file, and the Nintendo DS's extra features, Kyle uses the pencil's graphite to give the PC the charge it needs to turn on. Add the life or death time limit, and this one is a real mystery that's tough to forget, no matter how many times you get hit in the head. Number 4. Hatching the Owl, Metal Gear 2, Solid Snake. A Hideo Kojima puzzle that's as confusing as his narratives? Before Snake went 3D with Metal Gear Solid, he was giving guards the slip in 2 dimensions in the second installment of the Metal Gear series. But when a top secret facility is guarded by an impenetrable laser fence, there's only one way to sneak in: to find a random egg, walk up to the facility's gate, wait for the egg to hatch into an owl, and release that owl, which will then hoot, convincing one of the guards that it's nighttime, and thus time to turn off the laser grid. Get it? No? Yeah, who cares? Number 3. Selenitic Age, Mist.
Listen carefully. You must find one more page and I will be forever free.
To get through this level, you have to keep both your mind and your ears open. In this expansive point-and-click adventure game, it's very easy to get lost. But the most notoriously difficult era is the maze-like island known as the Selenitic Age. This labyrinthine world is filled with dead ends and wrong turns, making a pen and pencil a must to keep track of where you are. But while map making is par for the course with Myst, the twist in the Selenitic Age is how you navigate, mainly by listening to different sounds around the island. So walk softly and carry a big pair of headphones. Number 2, Sealing Off the Smell, Professor Layton and the Diabolical Box.
The answer is out there, Luke, but I just need to find it.
We wonder if Professor Layton's homework is as hard as the brain teasers he has to solve for a living. Case in point, a grocery store owner named Garland asks the good professor to help him seal up a container of garlic to cut off the stinky smell. But while the container has 3 openings at the top, the professor only has 2 corks to plug them with. While it may seem like you need to find the right combination of where to place the 2 corks on the container, the actual answer is almost maddeningly simple. You're actually supposed to use the 2 corks to plug Garland's nostrils. When in doubt, follow your nose and plug it. Number 1, The Challenge, The Witness. Challenge is a bit of an understatement. In the beautiful, riddle-filled world of The Witness, the optional and secret challenge features some of the toughest and most brain-melting puzzles of all. After discovering the secret area known as the Caves, the player must solve several line-drawing puzzles, using every previously introduced mechanic in the game to find the solutions. And while walkthroughs might help with the puzzles in the main game, they're next to useless here, because every puzzle in the challenge has randomly generated elements, meaning no amount of internet knowledge can save you. But hey, when you solve it, you get an achievement, so there's that. Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.